All right. Hello again, everybody. And let's get down to it really quickly. So, tonight, game one in our Out of the Park baseball McGraw League, part of the McGraw project. So, we're going to have two Hall of Famers locking up tonight. Kid Nichols versus Rube Marquardt of the 1897 Boston Beaneaters against the 1916 Brooklyn Robins. Kid Nichols 9-4 in the season with a 4.12 earned run average, and Rube Marquardt for the Brooklyn Robins of 1916 7-8 with a 3.11 earned run average. So let's get into it. If cousin Ken Castro happens to come in, it feels like managing, we'll switch the Beaneaters over to his control, and if not, we'll just have the AI manage everything. All right, the starting lineup for, and actually got to cancel. It didn't take. Sorry about this, guys. I got to fix this. He keeps wanting to switch back to the wrong Billy Hamilton. Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. There he is. How you doing, cuz? Hang on a second here. I've got to. I don't know why this doesn't save this. It drives me crazy. It wants to keep. I think I'm going to delete the new Billy Hamilton because I don't play. So I should probably just get rid of that picture. Not delete him as a player. Just there we go. That's better. Whew. All right. Let's go back to let's save. I don't know why it wants to do that all the time. It's so weird. All right. Now we got the proper one going. Yeah. All right, leading off in center field for the 1897 Beaneaters, sliding Billy Hamilton. Batting second and second base, Bobby Lowe. Batting third in right field, Chick Stahl. Batting fourth at the hot corner, Jimmy Collins. Batting fifth at shortstop, Herman Long. Batting sixth, first baseman, George Yeager. Batting seventh and catching, Charlie Gansel. Batting eighth in left field, Charlie Hickman. And pitching and batting ninth, Hall of Famer Kid Nichols for the 1916 Brooklyn Robins. Leading off at first base, Hy Myers. Batting second, center fielder Jim Hickman. Got the wrong picture for Jim Hickman as well. We're just going to leave it. Batting third in left field, Zach Wheat. Batting fourth in right field, Casey Stengel. Batting fifth at third base, Mike Mowry. Batting sixth and catching, Jack Myers. Batting seventh, shortstop, Oli O'Mara. Batting eighth at second base, George Cutshaw. And batting ninth in pitching, Hall of Famer Rube Marquardt. So there's one quality of life improvement I've always wanted from Out of the Park baseball, something that Action PC baseball does really well, and that's being able to change pictures in game while the game's going on. Can't do that in this one because you're going to the player editor. It doesn't let you cheat, so that's okay. Anyhow, these Beaneaters have been tough. Al, Red Sox fan, it's been an age and a half, my friend. I hope all is well with you, my dude. All right. After game one, we'll be returning to 1911, and Ernie Harwell will be calling a game in that season. So, as Ken is greeting our good friend, Al, Red Sox fan. All right. Billy Hamilton in there now, hitting .366 on the season with 10 runs batted in. Let's have a check here at our weather here at an early Ebbets Field. So the sky is clear. It is 64 degrees and the wind right to left at 11 miles per hour. What a nice day for baseball. All right. And here we are. This ballpark, the scene of so much great baseball and so much, well, not so great baseball. All right, here we go. And here's the pitch from Rube Marquardt. And this one, fly ball, center field, ranging to his right and gloving it is Jim Hickman, calling off Zach Wheat. And again, I'll fix Jim Hickman another time, the picture. All right, here's Bobby Lowe. Bobby Lowe having a good season. These Beaneaters all the way up and down the line, with the possible exceptions of Gansel and Hickman. Super tough team this year. The guy on deck has 4 home runs, and in this era, that's a lot of home runs. We are in June of 1900. So Bobby Lowe hitting .313, 34 runs batted in, and he has 2 home runs. Rube Marquardt has the slide from Jack Myers. The count full on Bobby Lowe. Here's the pitch. Low swings, and this one going out to left center field, going back on the ball as Zach Wheat covering all kinds of room out there. So second time Zach Wheat has called Jim Hickman off. But Zach Wheat, superb player, somebody that we definitely have to feature. So I haven't decided who tonight's feature player is yet. So, all right, it's probably going to be Zach Wheat. All right, here's Chick Stahl now. As stated, 4 home runs, 44 runs batted in, a 372 average. Yeah, this is courtesy of Mike Silva, these parks, Al. So again, Al, I don't know, man. I haven't been keeping up with folks, but I haven't been getting a lot of notifications from your channel, man. So I don't know what you're doing these days. Do let us know if you feel so inclined. Lefty-lefty matchup here. The great Rube Marquardt ready to deal. Here it comes. The wind and the pitch. And Stahl sends those high and deep to right. Will it be enough? It will be more than enough. So Chick Stahl grooves one, or hits the groover, I should say, from Rube Marquardt. And the Bean Eaters put one on the board here in the top of the first. All right, here is Hall of Famer Jimmy Collins hitting 321, 32 runs batted in, 2 home runs for him. Marquardt, let's see if he settles down after that home run. 2-2 pitch to Collins, and Collins drives this one to right. This one is high, deep, and this one's going to bounce off the base of the wall where someday the Abe Stark sign will be. Jimmy Collins is going to have himself a 2-out triple. So Marquardt in trouble here tonight, hitting the strike zone, but not in the way that he wants. A home run and then a triple. All right, it doesn't get any easier with Herman Long hitting 335 in the season, 23 runs batted in, as our Red Sox fan says, touch them all. Ken says, I figured out why you're sore at me for the recent jump to the president. See you, Dwayne and Clinton all follow teams that suck. No need to replay them, all right? Oh, man. Dude, seriously. If I didn't love you, Cousin Ken, I'd boot your ass out of here. Funny stuff, man. So, Al, in case you haven't heard, before you run, Ken Castro shocks the baseball simming community. As you know, Ken, big 19th century, first salvo, fired. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, Ken, of course, big dead ball, big 19th century fan, all this stuff, shocked me last night by telling me that he's playing cards and dice 2023 Phillies. So 2023 with all the stupid rules and everything, I'm shell shocked. I feel like I'm at the Somme or something. All right, here's Herman Long now. From the stretch and long swings, and this one grounder back to Marquardt. So out number 3. So they waste the triple, but still pick up a home or a run on the homer. So 1-0 or 1, and the Brooklyn Robins coming back. High Myers leading things off. Kid Nichols ready to deal. Myers hitting 272, hitting in the leadoff position here for the 1916 Robins. 21 runs batted in, including a home run. Nichols ready to deal. The count 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's 5th in wins in this league with 9. And this one, high pop fly out to short, out on the outfield grass, very shallow. No, back on the dirt. Herman Long brings it down for out number 1. I know, right? Al, he says, are we sure it's Ken and not a pod person? I know, it's scary. All right, here's Jim Hickman now, the wrong Jim Hickman, hitting an even 212 runs batted in, 2 home runs for him. Nichols ready to bring it. The count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hickman looks at a called strike 3. This curve dropping on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch by Kid Nichols. 2 up, 2 down for Zach Wheat. We'll be featuring Zach later. Zach Wheat hitting a 347, the Hall of Famer, 24 runs batted in. Ganzel sets the target. The 0-1 delivery on the way to the great Zach Wheat. And this one laced up the middle, base hits. And Zach Wheat had thoughts about second base, but he will hold there with 2 outs. And here's Casey Stengel. Stengel hitting a very good 281. He's got 27 runs batted in and 2 home runs. Robin's looking to get one back here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Stengel swings, Will this be a line drive? This one is going to go all the way to the wall. It looks like Stengel is going to have himself a ribby. Going for 3 is Casey, and he will have the RBI triple. All right, Zach Wheat scores on the play. Billy Hamilton, fast to the base pass, not only average range out there. And this is a pretty sizable ballpark straight out to center field, not to the size of a ballpark like Huntington Avenue grounds, but Billy Hamilton had to go a ways for that one, and the ball knuckling on him a little bit. All right, here's Mike Mowry now. He is hitting .217 with 16 runs batted in. We are tied here in the bottom of the first. Casey Stengel 90 feet away with a potential go-ahead run. The pitch, and room service bounce to second. Easy play for Bobby Lowe, and that retires the side. But the Brooklyn Robins even it up, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We head to the visitors' half of the second inning. The Bean Eaters and Robins knotted at 1. George Yeager will lead things off here. Yeager hitting .246 for the Bean Eaters with 18 ribbies and a home run. 0-2 pitch now. Here it comes. Marquardt's delivery, fly ball, deep center field. This one is way back there. So Marquardt getting hit hard in this game. He's given up a home run, a triple, now a double. I guess if there's a thing for pitching and giving up hits for the cycle, Marquardt in danger of doing that. Here's Charlie Ganzel now. Boy, if that isn't a quintessential 19th century player, I don't know what is. .202 average for Ganzel, just 8 runs batted in. Marquardt has the sign. Here's the pitch. Ganzel swings, and this one lined through on the left-hand side, and over to third goes Yeager. They're going to hold him there. He was thinking of coming home. So they put on the brakes. There's Charlie Hickman now. Hickman hitting an anemic .083. He is just 1 for 12 in the season. Ganzel at first, Yeager at third. Nobody out here for the Bean Eaters in the top of the second inning. From the stretch, Marquardt deals 2-2 pitch. This one slapped to second, and this will be a 4-6-3 double play. But the run scores on the double play, and it's now 2-1 Bean Eaters. And here comes Kid Nichols. Kid Nichols hitting 180 with 5 RBI in the season. Here's the wind and the pitch. Nichols swings. Roller to short. Routine 6-3 put out for O'Mara. So that does it for Boston here in the second, but they do pick up another run. We go to the bottom of the second inning, the Bean Eaters 2 and the Robins 1, as Al asking Ken how he's enjoying the project, and Ken let him know it's been a blast. All right, it'll be Jack Myers here to lead off for the Robins. Again, looking to try to get one back. Are we looking at a seesaw contest here tonight? Baseball fans, and we shall see. Ganzel sets the target. Kid Nichols climbs the mound, looks in, ready to deal the 1-2 pitch to Jack Myers. And he drills Jack Myers. So I'm not sure why he wants to do that. At this point in the game, Jack Myers has been hit by pitches 5 times thus far this season. Here's Ali O'Mara. .260 average for Ali, 12 runs batted in. Jack Myers in this league would be considered average speed. Here's a delivery to O'Mara. O'Mara shows bunt in there for a strike. Nice fastball by Kid Nichols. Nichols has the sign from Ganzel, checks Myers at first. Here's the pitch. And O'Mara bunts it down the first base side, but the umpire calls it foul. So the count 0-2 on now 1-2 on O'Mara. And he's swinging away now. A 1-hopper to third. Close play at second, and they get Myers. Hard slide there will break up the potential double play. So O'Mara on due to the fielder's choice, and that brings up George Cutshaw, second baseman for Wilbert Robinson's Brooklyn Robins, hitting .239, 8 runs batted in. Nichols brings it home to Cutshaw. Cutshaw swings, and long fly ball to center field, and this is going to get down and all the way to the wall, and Brooklyn, well, no, they're not going to send the runner. They're going to hold O'Mara. So Brooklyn with a chance to tie it up here, but Wilbert Robinson playing it safe. Here's Rube Marquard. Infield looking for the bunt. Cut shot second, Omar at third. Here is the pitch from the stretch. And Marquardt swings away, drives this to center field. And this will be deep enough to score the tying run. And here we go. It is seesaw time here at the playground, boys and girls, as the Brooklyn Robins tied up. It's 2-2 in the bottom of the second inning. So Al tells us that he is playing a 1960 Out of the Park 25 fantasy draft. That sounds really fun. 1960, a hell of a season. I've got to make sure just how busy I've been with so much stuff, Al. I'm so behind on what everybody's doing. So I got to pop it in some night that you're doing a baseball game when I'm home. All right, back at the top of the order now for Brooklyn. 2 down, George Cutshaw at third. Hy Myers, nothing for one in this game. Kid Nichols working from the stretch. Here's the pitch, the 0-1. This one, oh, nice diving stop at third. But Jimmy Collins with a bad throw onto first baseman Yeager score that one. E5, George Cutshaw scores, and now Brooklyn takes the lead. It is 3-2. Let's have another look at that play. So Collins making a fine play over there at third base, but bad throw. So a hard grounder. Collins is able to stop that. But hurrying his throw, and Hy Myers with pretty good speed going down the line, but Jimmy Collins, you're not going to see Jimmy make too many errors like that. All right, so two-way Hy Myers at first for Jim Hickman. Count, no balls, 1 strike. Hickman swings, and this one, a little blooper into center field. Brooklyn not wasting any time here, going all the way to third is Hy Myers sliding in hard there. So runners at first and third, 2 away for Brooklyn. Brooklyn waking their bats up now. And here's Zach Wheat, 1 for 1. Still too early to feature Zach, probably next inning or so. From the stretch, Nichols deals. And Zach Wheat, little number back to the mound. Nichols picks it up. And Zach Wheat beats it out. Infield single. He'll pick up the RBI as Myers comes in to score. And now Brooklyn adding some insurance over Boston. It is 4-2. So the Bean Eaters not quite sure, expecting a very different Brooklyn Robins team to show up. Not this one. All right, the Bean Eaters, tough team in first place, just ahead of the 1915 Philadelphia Phillies. Casey Stengel, 1 for 1 with an RBI, 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the second. Jim Hickman at second, and Zach Wheat at first. Here's the pitch. Stengel swings on this one, slapped to first, taking it to the bag himself is Yeager, and that is it. However, the Brooklyn Robins score 3 times, and we head to the top of the third inning here at an early Ebbets Field. Ebbets Field would be 3 years old at this time, opening in 1913. All right, it'll be the top of the order for the Boston Bean Eaters of 1897. Slide in Billy Hamilton, Bobby Lowe, and Chick Stahl. All right, Sliding Billy, Boston wanting to get him on because he's on, and you're definitely going to see him getting around the base paths. Good station-to-station baseball. Lefty-lefty matchup here. The 1-0 pitch to Sliding Billy. Hamilton cuts on this one. Room service, bounce to third, and up with it is Mike Mowry, and he will fire onto Hy Myers for the 5-3 putout. 1 away here in the visitors' half of the third inning. Bobby Lowe in the box now. He is 0 for 1. Marquard deals the 1-1 pitch. And Bobby Lowe sends this one into shallow center field. Running in on it and making a nice grab is Jim Hickman to haul that fish in. All right, here's Chick Stahl. He had that home run for the Boston Bean Eaters back in the first inning. Marquard deals the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stahl swings, and this one's sinking liner to right, and right in the glove of Casey Stengel. So no runs, hits, or errors, nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the third inning, and it's Boston trailing Brooklyn 4-2. Mike Mowry, Jack Myers, and Ali O'Mara due up for the Robins. Mowry, nothing for 1, hitting .216 overall in the season. The count, no balls, 1 strike. And Mowry cuts on this one. 2 hopper to second. Low throw from Bobby Lowe, but George Yeager able to dig that one out of the infield dust for out number 1. All right, here's a catcher, Jack Myers now. Myers with a 308 average. 13 runs batted in for him on the season. He was drilled by Nichols the last time, and Myers this time, harmless little grounder down the first base line. Yeager ranging to his right, fields and fires on to Kid Nichols covering for the 3-1 put out. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the shortstop, Ali O'Mara, who is nothing for 1. Grounded out his last time up. 1-0 pitch. O'Mara grounds this one. Strange bounce back to the mound, and they're not going to get Ali O'Mara. So O'Mara gets on there. Nichols hit off a pebble over there, had control of the ball, and no way he's going to get O'Mara. So 2 away now here for George Cutshaw. Brooklyn definitely has brought the ash today. George Cutshaw, 1 for 1 today. The 2-2 pitch. And this one, line to center field, but it's going to hang up and come right down into sliding Billy Hamilton's glove. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, a runner left. We go to the top of the 4th. The Brooklyn Robins of 1916, 4. The Boston Beaneaters of 1897, 2. Yep. So Ken says he watches almost every Phillies game when he can, about 150 a year. Playing with Fall Classic, by the way, which I hear is an excellent game. Just a little bit out of my my financial wheelhouse, at least for now. But who knows? Maybe down the line. Right now, jumping back into the sleight of hand Magic scene. So that's costing me some money right now. So no money to spend on baseball games, unfortunately. All right, Jimmy Collins, Herman Long, and George Yeager due up for the Beaneaters, the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Hall of Famer Jimmy Collins, 1 for 1 in the game. Rube Marquard, thus far, holding on to a 4-2 lead. 7-8 record for Marquard on the season, by the way. With a 3.17 earned run average. On opening day, we saw Marquard pitch a beautiful 4-hit shutout, then go into a terrible slide, is recovering. The big news in this league for pitchers has been Christy Mathewson. Mathewson is, I don't know. Mathewson, I think part of him is still back in Factoryville, PA. He certainly hasn't shown up to this league. Only 5 wins for Big Six thus far. The 1-0 pitch now to Jimmy Collins, who tripled his last time up. And this one's going to be a slow roller up the middle. Jimmy Collins, excellent speed. Ali O'Mara, smart enough to hold on to the ball. You're not going to get Jimmy Collins. All right, excellent speed for Jimmy. Actually, I just remembered that we had we featured Zach Wheat a long time ago. So I think tonight we're going to feature Jimmy Collins instead. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about Jimmy Collins. Jimmy Collins is going to be largely known by serious baseball fans in Boston. And certainly a Hall of Famer deserving of it. So give me one moment here. There we go. Turn it back toward the mic. We'll get Zach Wheat another night. So Jimmy Collins it will be. So let's go here. Once again, we're going to be using the Biographical Encyclopedia of Baseball from the editors of Total Baseball. And even if this is a long one, we're going to read it because I'm a big Jimmy Collins fan. All right, buckle up, guys. It is. All right. Okay, guys, we're going to talk about Jimmy Collins tonight. Real name, James Joseph Collins. Let me get myself straightened out here. All right, he was born on the 16th of January, 1870 in Buffalo, New York. He died on the 3rd of March, 1943, also in Buffalo. Made his major league debut on the 19th of April in 1895 for the Boston Beaneaters. He was a righty with the stick and the arm. He stood 5'9", weighed 178. During an 1895 matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Louisville Colonels, 7 consecutive Orioles bunted the ball toward third baseman Walter Preston, and 7 times Preston clumsily played the ball into a base hit. After the seventh bunt, Louisville manager John J. McCloskey called Fred Clark in from left field and offered him $50 more a month to play third base. Clark balked. He had played shortstop early in his career and he knew he belonged in the outfield. "Why don't you move that fellow Collins from center field?" he asked. "I understand he played third base at Buffalo." Jimmy Collins was hastily summoned to the infield. As he later recalled, "McGraw bunted and I came in as fast as I dared, picked up the ball and threw it underhanded to first base. He was out. Keeler tried it and I nailed him by a step. I had to throw out 4 batters in a row before the Orioles quit bunting. The barehanded pickup and underhand throw are standard today. A third baseman who cannot make the play will not keep his position for long. But in 1895, it was revolutionary." Collins completely recast the position of third base with that play and with other innovations. Before he came along, third basemen stood close to the base. Some even kept 1 foot in the bag. Collins noticed that most balls were hit to the third baseman's left, so he moved away from the foul line to lessen the gap between himself and the shortstop, realizing that he was quick enough to grab balls hit down the third base line. He also played in close and bunting situations, trusting that his reflexes were fast enough to stop the ball should the batter suddenly swing out. Collins began his career in the Eastern League Buffalo Bisons in 1893. A solid 5 feet 9 inches tall and 178 pounds, he played a little third base, was mainly an outfielder. He hit .353 in 1894, and in 1895, Boston purchased his contract and brought him to the National League. The veteran club had no place for him to play, however, and after appearing in 11 games and batting only .211, he was sold to Louisville for $1,500. There, Collins hit a respectable .273, but his third base play was the talk of the league. When he rapped out 4 hits and handled 16 fielding chances faultlessly in a game against his old team, the Boston fans howled about the one that got away. Collins didn't get away for long, however. The deal that sent him to Louisville included a provision that gave Boston the right to buy back his contract at the end of the season for the same price. Boston exercised its options and demonstrated its faith in Collins by dealing Billy Nash, the third baseman for 10 seasons, to Philadelphia. Along with Collins, Boston featured 3 other future Hall of Famers, pitcher Kid Nichols and outfielders Hugh Duffy and Billy Hamilton. The club's infield was perhaps the best ever up to that time. Collins played third, acrobatic Herman Long played shortstop, reliable Bobby Lowe covered second, and slick fielding Fred Tenney played first. Collins hit a career-high .346 in his second season back in Boston and finished second in the league in RBI with 132. In the close 1897 pennant race, the Beaneaters wrested the National League Championship from the Orioles by 2 games, and they repeated as pennant winners in 1898, widening their margin over Baltimore to 6 games. Collins again excelled, batting .328, leading the league with 15 home runs and finishing second in RBI with 111. Boston might have won a third consecutive pennant in 1899, except for a maneuver that is now illegal. The Orioles owner purchased the Brooklyn club, combined the 2 squads in Brooklyn, and produced a powerhouse. Boston finished second. Despite Boston's success on the field and at the gate, its owners were notoriously cheap. Their ballpark was falling apart, and their players were underpaid. In 1901, the American League declared itself a major league and began waving money at the older league's players. Many Beaneaters leapt at the chance, including Collins. His brilliant third base play was not lost to the fans, though. He was signed with the city's American League team as player manager for $5,500 a year. Within a few seasons, he earned $10,000 a year plus 10% of the gate, which was nearly $18,000 one year. It was a fabulous salary for the time, and Collins earned it. In his first 2 American League seasons, he hit .332 and .322, and Boston finished second and third. This early success, combined with the NL Beaneaters' fall to the second division, made the American League club Boston's more popular team. In 1903, Collins' men won the American League pennant. That season, following 2 years of bitter acrimony, the 2 leagues were at peace. Barney Dreyfuss, owner of the National League Championship Pirates, and Boston owner Henry Calais agreed to a postseason World Series, in quotes, to settle the championship of baseball. Pittsburgh had won 3 straight pennants and was a slight favorite. But by the time the World Series was played, illness and injuries had left the Pirates with only one reliable pitcher. right-hander Deacon Philippe. In the best-of-9 affair, Philippe won 3 of the first 4 games before he tired. Boston pitcher Cy Young and Bill Dineen took over, and Boston won in 8 games to become the first true world's champions. In 1904, Boston successfully defended its American League title in a close race with the New York Highlanders. However, the National League champion New York Giants owner John T. Brush and manager John McGraw refused to play in a second World Series. The Boston club aged rapidly after 1904, and Collins wasn't immune to the rigors of time. After the team tumbled in the standings for 2 straight seasons, he was replaced as manager, although he began in 1907 as the regular third baseman. In July, he was traded to Connie Mack's Philadelphia Athletics, where he completed his major league career. In 1945, the Old Timers Committee named him to the Hall of Fame, the first third baseman to be inducted. So there's a little bit of trivia for you guys. So it was Jimmy Collins. All right, let's look at some lifetime stats here for our player of note tonight. So 1,725 games, 6,795 at-bats. Jimmy Collins scored 1,055 runs, 1,999 hits, 65 career home runs, 983 runs batted in, an on-base percentage of .343, slugging average of .409, and a lifetime battage of .294. So the man who revolutionized, who changed third base, and I did not know until I read this tonight that Jimmy Collins was the first third baseman elected to the Hall of Fame, and that in the 1940s. So that's some pretty interesting stuff, because John McGraw, although he has the stats to be in there as a player, John McGraw largely in the Baseball Hall of Fame as a manager, though his primary position in baseball was third. So there you go, guys. Thank you for listening and learning a little bit about the great Jimmy Collins. And Cousin says a hit and run here, question mark. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just switch over to human control. That way, if Ken every once in a while or wants to manage every play or whatever, hit and run it is. All right, Marquard checks Collins at first. Here's the pitch. Collins didn't get anything. Long tries to hold up. Nope. So Collins didn't really get a good jump. Here we go again. And this one fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. Does Ken want to keep going for a hit and run here on an 0-2 count? Let's see what he wants to do here. Ken Castro, known for his penchant for risky baseball. And he says yes. All right, Marquard deals the 0-2 pitch. Jimmy Collins off to the races. This one fouled away. And Herman Long staying alive. We're going to keep the hit and run on. Herman Long battling Rube Marquard out there. Here is the pitch. Foul back again. So Herman Long is getting a good look at Rube Marquard. Marquard checks Collins again. Haven't seen a throw over yet. Here's the pitch coming home. And this one popped foul, third base side. And Mike Mowry makes the catch for out number 1. Jimmy Collins back to second. Here's George Yeager now. He is 1 for 1. So no fault of Jimmy there. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, grounder to third, and this will be a just 5-4 put out as Collins with a hard slide upends George Cutshaw at second. All right, 2 down now for Charlie Ganzo. Ganzo 1 for 1. The 1-2 pitch. Ganzo singled his last time, and this time will ground harmlessly out to second. Cutshaw making a nice play there. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Runner left on. And the Robins still leading the Bean Eaters as we head to the bottom of the 4th. 4-2. All right. We're going to switch this back to computer. But when Ken wants to make a play, I will see it in chat. All right. Back to it. All right. Here's Rube Marquard has an RBI without a benefit of a hit in this game. Kid Nichols with the 1-0 delivery. Marquard sac fly last time. And this time, fly ball, center field, camping under it, and pulling it down is sliding Billy Hamilton. All right. Back at the top of the order now for the Robins and High Myers, who was nothing for two. Remember, 1911 baseball coming up next. I think we'll be doing a New York Highlanders game. I think. I'm not sure. We'll look at the schedule. All right. Kid Nichols ready to deal now to High Myers. This one, beautiful pitch that paints the corner. Kid Nichols rings up his second hitter again. Pardon the wrong picture of Jim Hickman there. All right, Hickman is 1 for 2, 2 down, bottom of the fourth. The count, 2 balls, no strikes. And this one drilled out into left center, way out there. Going to hit the wall out in no man's land. And Jim Hickman will pull in with a 2-out stand-up double. They're not going to try to stretch that out with 2 down. All right, here's Zach Wheat. Zach, perfect 2 for 2 today, including a run batted in. And again, this is a player I wish people knew more about, because he still holds many Dodgers records to this day. 1-1 pitch now to Zach Wheat. RBI single in this game. And Wheat's going to ground it to short this time. No, he's not. No, he is not. So Herman Long gets the ball, but can't pull it out of the little glove there. So that's going to be an error. Second one committed by the Bean Eaters in this game. And Brooklyn, with 2 down, have runners at the corners for Casey Stengel. Stengel 1 for 2. He's batted 1 in. Nichols, working out of the stretch, has the sign from Ganzel. Wait, shakes him off. Now has one he likes. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Stengel swings, grounded deep to second. Plenty of time. Herman Lowe fields it, and that retires the side. So the Robins threaten, but they do not score. We head to the top of the 5th. Brooklyn still leads Boston 4-2. Yep, he is on many all-time Dodgers teams, Zach Wheat, our Red Sox fan. You are absolutely right, and deservedly so. Some night here in the next couple weeks, just Al's appearance reminded me of something I was thinking about last night, that we were doing a thing for a little while on the channel of having people coming on and calling it in, or 2 or 3 of the games. So we'll be doing that again soon. Maybe, hopefully, we'll catch Al on a night when he's off and doesn't feel like doing a whole game, just wants to come on, chat a little bit, call an inning. I think it'd be a lot of fun. We haven't talked to Al in a long, long time. All right, Charlie Hickman, Kid Nichols, and Sliding Billy Hamilton due up for the Bean Eaters here in the top of the 5th. Hickman, nothing for 1. Not a very good contact hitter, and as evidenced by this batting average, he began the game with a 0.83. He is now at 0.77. So if there's an Achilles heel on this Bean Eaters team, it is the left fielder, Charlie Hickman. Count even on Hickman. Grounded into a double play last time. Marquard, oh, beautiful play. So Piano Legs, just seeing that was his nickname, strikes out. I don't know why I forgot that. All right, Marquard rings up his first. We're back with the number 9 hitter now. Hall of Fame pitcher, Kid Nichols. Count even on the kid, 2-2. Nichols swings. This one up the middle, base hit. You always want to help your own cause. Potential tying run now coming to the plate in Sliding Billy Hamilton. So Nichols at first, 1 away, 4-2 your score. Sliding Billy is nothing for 2. Yeah, absolutely, Al. It was a blast, man. The 1-2 pitch. Hamilton, swing and a miss. Fastball that time by Rube Marquard. Kind of saying to Billy, if you can catch up to it and hit it, good luck. All right, 2 away now for Bobby Lowe. Nothing for 2. The count 1-1. And Lowe swings, slow roller to second base. Gloved easily there by George Cutshaw. And that does it for the Bean Eaters. Nothing on a base hit. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score remains Brooklyn 4 and Boston 2 as Mike Mowry, Jack Myers, and Ali O'Mara due up for the 1916 Brooklyn Robins. Mowry, nothing for 2 in the game. Kid Nichols to bring it home. The count 1-1. Little roller up the first base line. One that even Grandma could have fielded. So Yeager takes it to the bag himself. Score that one 3 unassisted. And here is Jack Myers. Nothing for 1. Count full on Myers. Here's the delivery from Nichols. And this one way off the plate. So fastball missing, and Myers is aboard. Nichols dealing his first free pass, and here's Ali O'Mara. The Brooklyn shortstop is 1 for 2, digging in on the right-hand side. Singled an RBI and line drive, base hit to left. And going to third is Jack Myers, and not sure what Boston was thinking there. They could have had Jack Myers out, but Myers on at third. So here comes Brooklyn in the bottom of the fifth, threatening once again. Runners at the corners, and here's George Cutshaw. He is 1 for 2. Kid Nichols not looking as sharp as you would expect him tonight. 2-0 pitch. Cutshaw swings, grounder to short, and they're going to come home, the tag, and he is out. Jack Myers cut down at the plate. So good heads-up work there by Herman Long, and quick tag there by Charlie Ganzo behind the plate. All right, Rube Marquardt now steps in, has an RBI. He's 0 for 1. 0-1 pitch. Marquardt swings. 2 hopper to second. This will retire the side. Bobby Lowe on to George Yeager. So Brooklyn strands 2 more. We head to the top of the 6th. Brooklyn 4, Boston 2. Chick Stahl, who has a home run, leading things off here, followed by Jimmy Collins and Herman Long. I'm looking forward to it, cousin. He says, I took the liberty to send you a happy message with attachments for my perusal. Be happy to look at it, cuz. All right. I'm sure it'll be fun. All right. Here's Chick Stahl. Rube Marquardt studies him closely. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Stahl. Lined out his last time up. Stahl swings and sinking liner into left. And Zach Wheat. Beautiful play out there by Zach Wheat. 1 away. Here's our player of note tonight, Jimmy Collins. Jimmy, a perfect 2 for 2. Dwayne Martz joining us here at Ebbets Field. How you doing, Dwayne? Good to see you, my friend. Jimmy singled his last time up. Collins swings, kind of a little excuse me swing. And indeed, shortstop Ali O'Mara makes the call and the catch. 2 down now for the shortstop, Herman Long, who's nothing for 2. 1-0. Long popped out his last time up, swings, and this one, Sunday School bounced to second. Cutshaw up with it, and that is the inning. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on. Moving right along here, we go to the home half of the 6th. Brooklyn maintaining a 4-2 lead. Boston scoring 1 each in the first 2 frames. Brooklyn with 1 in the first and 3 in the second. High Myers. Now we're back at the top of the order. Jim Hickman and Zach Wheat for Wilbert Robinson's 9. High Myers, nothing for 3. Kid Nichols to deal. Here it comes. Myers swinging on the first pitch. Room service bounce to second. Bobby Lowe has it. George Yeager receiving for the 4-3 putouters. Jim Hickman. Pretty good day at the plate for him. He is 2 for 3. Hickman cuts at the first pitch, and this one hit hard out to center field, but going back on it, got a good jump on the ball. It's Sliding Billy for out number 2. All right, here's Zach Wheat, 2 for 3, and a run batted in. And first pitch swinging. And this one, base hit, pass short into center field. I was almost thinking that Kid Nichols was going to do 3 pitches, 3 outs. So Zach Wheat aboard, and here's Casey Stengel now. He has a run batted in. He's 1 for 3. Quick throw. They got him in a rundown. Let's see what we got. Zach Wheat heading back to second to slide the tag, and he is out of there. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. That's all right, though. Brooklyn, Wilbert Robinson wanted to play a little risky here with a 2-run lead. Let's have a look at that fun little rundown there by Zach Wheat getting caught. Back and forth he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows. And dead to rights. All right. It'll be George Yeager, Charlie Ganzo, and Charlie Hickman. George Yeager 1 for 2 in the game. Top of the 7th in action here. Rube Marquardt ready to deal with a 1-2 pitch. Yeager, dribbler to second. Yeager tearing down the line, but plenty of time for George Cutshaw to make the play. All right, here's Charlie Ganzo now. The catcher is 1 for 2. Great mustache, by the way. Grounded out his last time up. 1-0 pitch. And sinking liner to center, right into the glove of Jim Hickman. Good hustle out there in the center pasture. Comes up Charlie Hickman now. He is nothing for 2. 2-0. Hickman doesn't get much to swing out there. Just a hard grounder to third. Long throw across the diamond by Mike Mowry. 1, 2, 3. Quick inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And we'll see Casey Stengel, Mike Mowry, and Jack Myers do up for the 1916 Robins. I want to thank everybody for coming in, for supporting Dead Ball Baseball, and for just being part of an amazing community all over YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to the Dwayne Martz YouTube network and also to our Red Sox fans. I was doing a draft league. Let me full screen this. He's doing a draft league, 1960. So, as I was telling Al, I'm really behind on everybody's stuff. I caught a little bit of Robert's game tonight, but that was kind of it. So hopefully I'm going to get lucky enough to catch some 1960 action here soon on Al's channel. All right, number 4 hitter, Casey Stengel with an RBI, 1 for 3. Kid Nichols, through 6 innings, has walked 1, struck out 2. He's up to 89 pitches. Nichols ready to deal. Here it comes. Stengel cuts on this ball, and this one twisting its way out into center field, and this is going to roll all the way to the wall. A lot of deep hits here today. So that will be hit number 10 for the Brooklyn Robins. Casey Stengel with a leadoff double, and here's Mike Mowry. This is it, and he says, Al says, yep, players from any time in history drafted for the Red Sox. That's going to be fun. That I've definitely got to check that. All right, here's third baseman Mike Mowry. So once again, Brooklyn Robins threatening here with a 4-2 lead already. Casey Stengel in scoring position at the Keystone Sack. 3-1 pitch now to Mowry. Mowry takes ball 4. So Kid Nichols now issues his second free pass, 2 aboard, and that brings up Jack Myers. Jack Myers, nothing for 1. Stengel at second. Mike Mowry trailing at first. Here is the pitch. Myers lays down a beautiful bunt down the first base line. Sacrifice complete. Runners move up. And yes, baseball fans, that was the number 6 hitter sacrificing. Stengel at third. Mowry trailing now at second. And here's Ali O'Mara. 2 for 3. Good chance for Brooklyn to add a little bit more here in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 pitch to O'Mara. And this is going to be a slow grounder to second. They'll come home, the tag, and he is out of there. Nice play by Bobby Lowe to get the lead runner. Mowry moves to third in the play, but now 2 outs. O'Mara on at first for George Cutshaw. So Brooklyn, they're pretty happy they got those 3 runs in the bottom of the second. They've been wasting some great opportunities in this game to capitalize. Nichols from the stretch, the 2-1 pitch. And this one is going to be a little blooper into center field, RBI. So George Cutshaw picking up the RBI. And it's now 5-2 Brooklyn. And here's Rube Marquard. Rube can rest a little easier here. Rube hoping for win number 8. 0-1 pitch. And Marquard pops this out into shallow left. And camping under it and making the catch is Herman Long. Brooklyn pads its lead. It is 5-2 as we head to the top of the 8th. And we will see the 9-1-2 hitters, Kid Nichols, Billy Hamilton, and Billy Lowe. All right, here we go. Bobby Lowe, the 3-1 pitch. Kid Nichols sends this one out to right field. And under it and making the catch is Casey Stengel. And I made a mistake earlier in the game. I said where the Abe Starks sign will be, like a dumbass. I know it's in right field. I must really be tired tonight. There it is. Hit it here, win a suit. And yes, you had to win it. You had to hit it on a fly. I don't think Abe Starks. Somebody told me one time how many suits apparently Abe gave away. All right, here we go. 1 out back at the top of the order. Sliding Billy. He's 0 for 3. One of Ken's favorite 19th century players, maybe his favorite 19th century player, has yet to get on today. Al says Al Park 25 draft for all the other teams. The selections for the Red Sox. Nice. Yeah, it's out of the park. Oh my God, so much you can do in this game, huh? All right, here's Billy Hamilton now, Jack Myers. Going through the signs, Marquardt has one he likes for Sliding Billy. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Hamilton struck out his last time up, slow roller to first, and this is not Sliding Billy's day. Score that one, a little short hopper there, but Cutshaw staying with the ball and feeds it on to High Myers for out number 2. Here's Bobby Lowe now, 0-3. These big bats for Boston, largely silent, just 6 hits today. Marquardt comes home with it to Bobby Lowe. And Bobby Lowe sinking line to the right, coming in on it, measuring it perfectly, is the young professor. Nothing across for Boston as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Brooklyn leads 5-2. High Myers, Jim Hickman, and Zach Wheat due up for these Robins. 2-1 pitch to High Myers, who's 0 for 4. Myers swings, fly ball center field. Way back there. So Ebbets Field, a good hitting ballpark, and indeed it was. All right, leadoff double, and here come the Robins again. 12th hit for them. Jim Hickman is now 2 for 4. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And this one is going to be a little base hit center field. And they're going to hold High Myers at third. So runners at the corners. Boston's going to be looking to turn 2 here. Zach Wheat, not known for hitting into double plays, is 3 for 4 with a run batted in. The Dodger great. Batting from the left side, the 0-2 pitch. That one inside, and Hickman might as well have just tried to walk to second. He is gunned down. So Ganzel here, 34 out of 66 or something, yeah, for about 500 for gunning down base runners. All right. Zach Wheat back in the box. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wheat swings, and this one line to left and right in the glove of Hickman. Hickman with a quick release, the throw to the plate, the tag, not in time as the throw goes up the line. And Brooklyn tacks on another. It is now 6-2. All right, here's Casey Stengel for 2 for 4 with a run batted in. Doubled back in the 7th. Stengel grounded deep to second. And hesitation there by Bobby Lowe. And Casey Stengel picking up the infield single. Oh, my goodness. Bart Ewing joining us. He says, hello, dead ballers. Welcome in, Bart. All right, runner on first, and Brooklyn tallying another here in the bottom of the 8th. When we go to the 9th for Boston, it would be Chick Stahl, Jimmy Collins, and Herman Long. Jimmy Collins, our player of note tonight, Hall of Famer. First third baseman to be elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. Revolutionized the position. That was fun to learn a little bit more about Jimmy Collins. Seems to me much like a very analytic player like Johnny Evers. We talked about Johnny Evers a little bit last night. All right, Ganzel sets the target. Kid Nichols checks Stengel at first. 2 down, 6-2 Brooklyn lead. Here's the twirl. Mowry is going to go 0 for 5 in this game. Nichols has it, and that retires the side, but Brooklyn adds just a little bit more insurance. We go to the top of the 9th. It's the Robins 6 and the Beaneaters 2. Chick Stahl with a home run in this game. That came way back in the first inning. Will lead things off. Jimmy Collins waits on deck. Herman Long in the hole. Rube Marquardt looking for a complete game win here and win number 8. 1-1 pitch now to Chick Stahl. Stahl swings, and this one, hard hit ball to left field, ranging toward the line, making the grab, Zach Wheat. So 1 away. Here's Jimmy Collins, usually our player of note. Does something pretty cool, but Jimmy already earning it tonight, 2 for 3. The 0-1 on the way. Jimmy swings. This one popped high in the infield, and as it comes down, it will find a home in the glove of George Cutshaw. Down to Herman Long to try to keep it going for the strong Beaneaters team that seems to have not shown up tonight. The 0-1 pitch. And Long swings. And coming in hard on this ball in center field and making the grab is Jim Hickman. All right, let's look at our recap. All right, so the 1916 Robins converted a terrific effort from starter Rube Marquard into a win over the 1897 Beaneaters at Ebbets Field. The Robins won the game by a final score of 6-2. Brooklyn is now 22-24, while the Beaneaters are 27-19. Making an impact for Brooklyn was right fielder Casey Stengel. It's calling him the old professor here. Drilled a run-scoring triple off of Kid Nichols in the bottom of the first. For the game, Stengel was 3 for 5 with a triple, and a double. So your player of the game, of course, is going to be Rube Marquard. Let's look at the team left on base here. So Brooklyn, I was talking about squandering a lot of opportunities. Certainly, winning this game 6-2, but Brooklyn stranding 11, Boston only 3. All right, so Kid Nichols tagged with a loss. He falls to 9-5, won 8 innings, 14 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Marquard gets the complete game win. Gave up 2 runs, both earned, struck out 2, gave up a home run. All right, take care. Thanks, Al. Hope to see you again soon. All right, guys, let's sim out the other 3 games that we have today, and then I'm going to give you guys a break from me, and we're going to switch over to Mr. Harwell after we have you guys pick what game we'll have Ernie do tonight in 1911. All right, we're gonna this Phillies Orioles game pretty big. We'll save this for last. All right, so we'll start here. So the New York Giants. Here we go. Christy Mathewson, as I said, he has 5 wins, 10 losses on the season. This is not Christy Mathewson that you know and love, right? So there's a better picture of Maddie for you. All right, this is Christy Mathewson versus Dolph Luke, the 1905 Giants against the 1919 Reds. These 1919 Reds are 23-21. Here we go. And Christy Mathewson loses another one. He goes to 5-11. The Reds take this one from the Giants, 5-2. Dolph Luke improves to 7-7 and a 3.19 earned run average. So Maddie's woes continue. Let's move on to the 1909 Pirates versus the 1906 Cubs. The 1906 Cubbies are 24-21. The Pirates are 21-23 at home. They're 12-10. Jack Feaster versus Vic Willis. This would have been a good one to do too, but the 1909 Pirates edged the 1906 Cubs 2-1. Willis gets the win. So the Buccos trying to sneak up to 500 in a tough league here. Finally, the 1894 Baltimore Orioles against the 1915 Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies at 25-20. The Orioles at 22-23. This is Sadie McMahon versus Grover Cleveland Alexander. And the Orioles take this one 8-3 over the Phillies. McMahon with the win, Alexander with the loss. Grover, Cleveland, Alexander at 11-5. McMahon improves to 6-8. Let's we're going to sim a week out here, or so 2 weeks probably. I think we'll sim 2 weeks. Okay. So let us do next week. And let's do one more. One more week, baby. One more week. I keep going to the wrong menu. Quality outings, huh? 10 game quality start streak. They don't care about that stuff in this league. But dated first achievement, first time 8-game streak with a quality start by Howie Chemnitz from the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, let's see where we stand now as we're in at the 11th of June, 1900. Looking at the standings here. Well, look at this. Things getting a little bit tighter here now. The Beaneaters still atop. But the 1906 Cubs making a run at it. So the Beaneaters at 30 wins, 23 losses. The 1906 Cubs and the 1915 Philadelphia Phillies, each 29-24, just a game back. 2 games back are the Brooklyn Robins, who are now 28-25. The 1919 Reds are playing 500 ball, just 3.5 out. The Pirates at 25-27, 4.5 out 5 out, the 1894 Baltimore Orioles, bringing up the rear, and I really think cooked for the year. The New York Giants, they are just 19-34, 11 games back. The 1916 Brooklyn Robins are on a 6-game win streak. How about that? Let's see who's beating up on whom here. Who's doing what? So the Bean Eaters, who do they seem to like to play most? So it seems that it's Brooklyn. So they are 6-3 against the Robins, 5-3 against Chicago. How are they doing against Philadelphia? So they have a losing record against the Phillies. They are 3-5 against them, and with the Pirates, they're 4-3. So looking at our other leaders, who the Cubs putting hurting on? They are just smacking the Giants around like mad. They are 7-2 against the New York Giants of 1905. It seems like the only team the Giants is doing well against, surprisingly, is Brooklyn. They are 6-2 against Brooklyn. Let me see. And Cincinnati, I'm sorry, they are, Baltimore. I'm sorry, not Brooklyn. Baltimore. They're beating up on Baltimore, but Brooklyn and Cincinnati have been the bane of the New York Giants' existence, and Boston not. Wow. So it is hard to say what's going on with Christy Mathewson. But let me see. What else should we just look here quickly here at a couple other things. And then we will just go to, we'll go to Ernie Harwell then. Because you guys going to be tired of hearing me spouting off at this point. Yeah, duh. All right, let's see who's leading where and what. I think this is one of the most attractive screens with so much information. This is something that Action PC just added this year. This kind of display, so good for them. Chick Stahl leading in batting with a 374 average in the league. Let's see, Steve Brody, who we've seen Steve Brody once. Got some pretty good batting average action going on here. I'm not sure what's going on in the MAC League with Bernie. I'll have to see. We'll have to catch a game from him or ask him to just at least give me a screenshot of what's going on over there. Slugging percentage, it is Steve Brody with a 568. How about that? Pretty good. What else do we got here? So leading in hits, Chick Stahl with 75. Total bases, again, I think a kind of outmoded stat, but that's all right. There we go. That's once again, Chick Stahl is all over the place. John McGraw's walked 44 times. Isolated power, I am ignoring in this league. Bills Becker leading with 6, tied with Chick Stahl, 6 home runs each. And look at that OPS for Chick Stahl. 1.005 OPS. Frank Chance behind him at 952. John McGraw leading the league in runs scored with 47. Sliding Billy Hamilton, cousin Ken, tied with John McGraw for steals with 30. Maury Rath is the big sacrifice guy. OPS goes to Chick Stahl at 175, his OPS plus. All right, Chick Stahl also leading in RBI. So Chick Stahl tearing it up here, tearing it up for the Boston Bean Eaters and in the league. WAR, not anybody doing anything. Dan Bruthers with a 2.7. Jimmy Sheckard leading with 16 doubles. Steve Brody has been caught trying to pilfer 14 times. So he needs to talk to Mr. Hamilton and Mr. McGraw on how not to get nailed down. Because as you can see, Sliding Billy was caught 14 times. So, but you're allowed when you steal 30 bases. All right. What else do we got here? Let's look at some pitching leaders here. Jack Feaster leading the league in earned run average with a 2.09. Grover Cleveland Alexander with a 4.0 WAR. No surprise with him. Behind him, though, is Rube Marquard. So pretty nice to see that. I'm a Rube Marquard fan. Look at Alexander all over the place, man. Grover Cleveland Alexander, the usual beast. All right. 55 strikeouts. Kid Nichols second to him with 52. He's only walked, Alexander's only walked 1.4 batters per 9. Jack Feaster with a 1.75 ERA plus, pretty damn fine. What else here? Grover Cleveland Alexander with 13 wins. Glad to see my man here, Howie Kamnitz, with 11. Pretty good. Alexander been a workhorse for these Phillies, 162 and 2/3 work thus far. Christy Mathewson, wow, has walked 64 batters. Goodness gracious. Not so good, huh? Not so good, not so good, not so good. He also is leading the league in losses. Grover Cleveland Alexander, 15 complete games, averaging 2.1 strikeouts per 9. Jeff Pfeffer, leading in saves with 3. Three Finger Brown has 3 shutouts along with George Chalmers and Jack Feaster. All right. So there we go. There we go. We're going to save this game, and we'll see what's on tap for the next time that we convene for the McGraw League, at least. So coming up, will be the first time we'll see the Bean Eaters and the Pirates play each other. This will be Ted Lewis and Howie Kamnitz. The Cubs travel to Baltimore to play the Orioles. Bob Wicker, Kid Gleason, looking for a great pitching matchup here. But the Phillies and the Reds could be a pretty good one there. George Chalmers and Dutch Ruther. And finally, the Giants and the Robins, Hooks Wiltsey and Larry Cheney. Let's do. No, we'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. We'll stop there. Okay. Now it is time to switch things up here a little bit. And I'm going to change so I can listen to the game and take off the headphones. Okay. There, you guys get your nice chirp. Going to stop the screen share for a minute and then reshare. And we'll get to some Ernie Harwell. I mean, you guys have suffered through me. Now you get to hear a good broadcaster. Okay. All right, let's see. What do we have on tap here as I take off the headphones? We have the Detroit Tigers hosting the New York Highlanders in the American League. In the National League, we got a whole slate of games. Brooklyn is at Pittsburgh. Cincinnati is at New York. And St. Louis is at Philadelphia. I'll let you guys decide. And for those that are going to be going through the turnstiles that aren't interested in a 1911 game, I want to thank you for, hanging out anyhow, and some old-timey baseball here on the channel. Some of us still keeping the faith here, old-time baseball. Just kidding, Cousin Ken. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. All right. Let me see. How about let's do St. Louis at Philadelphia. Oh, Cincinnati, New York Giants. All right, you got it. That's the first one that came up in the chat. So, the New York Giants versus the Cincinnati Reds. Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic while we get things set up.
Here we go again, sports fans. I'm Ernie Harwell. And welcome to New York Giants baseball. This is a national pastime on WAPBA, the voice of baseball in your home since 1951. We're coming to you from out here at the park where the Giants will host the visiting Cincinnati Reds.
It's opening day. The sounds of practice are stilled. The mitts are oiled, and another season begins. This is the first game in this 3-game series.
The Giants take the field here in the first. Manager McCoy sends out his squad this way. Merkel at first base. Doyle at second. Bridwell, the shortstop. Devlin at third. The trio in the outfield. In left, it's Murray. In center, Snodgrass. And over in right, DeVore. Myers is behind the plate and on the mound for the Giants. The right-handed Mathewson. He will be facing Reds starter, right-hander Gasper. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half, so settle in. We're ready to start this game. Bescher leading off the first. The Reds can count on him. Bescher steps up to the plate. Now Mathewson ready. Mathewson brings it to the plate. It's lofted to shallow center. Snodgrass runs in on it, still coming. And he makes the catch. One away. One away. First inning, left-sided Bates will bat next for Cincinnati, batting second. The Reds can count on him. Bates is a guy who will battle you to get on. Bates waiting. Mathewson poised. Here's the delivery. Pop foul behind first, near the stands. Merkel moves under it, takes a couple of steps to his left, and makes the catch for the second out. Mitchell's up. Mitchell good at the plate. Mathewson looking in. Mathewson delivers. Swung on, fly ball right field. Should be no trouble. DeVore is there, reaches back, and he takes it in for the final out. For the Reds, 3 up, 3 down. Reds, nothing. Giants coming up. For the Reds take the field here in the first. Get your scorecard. Defensively for Cincinnati. Abretzel at first base. Egan at second. Downey, the shortstop. Grant at third. And the outfield. In left, it's Bescher. In center, Mitchell. And over in right, Bates. McLean is behind the plate. And the Cincinnati mound artist. The starboard-sided Gasper, a control pitcher. Snodgrass starts it for the Giants. Fred is a tough out. Snodgrass waiting for Gasper. Gasper gets set to work on him. Gasper brings it. Batted hard on the ground toward right. Diving stop by Egan. Throws. And he makes the play to first. One away. Devlin is the next hitter. Art will hurt you. Devlin knows how to get on base. In the box now. Now Gasper ready. Now the pitch. Devlin gets this one in the air. On the infield. The shortstop Downey drifts over behind second base to make the catch. 2 down. Now coming up, Doyle. Larry, a strong hitter. Doyle steps in. Gasper is ready to fire it in. He delivers. High fly, left center. Mitchell is on his horse. He'll get there, and does. That's 3 away. The Reds retire the side in order. Reds due to bat. For Cincinnati, here in the second, Abretzel, Downey, and McLean. Here's Abretzel to start it off. He gets his share of hits. Mathewson looking home. The pitch comes in. Swung on. Routine fly to left field. Murray drifts over. He's under it. Lowers the glove. And he covers it. One down. Downey getting ready to go. He's earned his reputation at the plate. Downey can get on for you. Mathewson looking home. Here's the pitch. Base hit right field, and Downey is aboard with a single. All right, McLean will bat next for Cincinnati. A right-sider for Cincinnati. One gone, one on. A sure hitter. Swift-footed Downey at first. Batter ready. Mathewson now set. Throw to first. Picked off. They had him leaning. 2 away. Pitcher Mathewson set to go. The delivery. McLean hits it in the air to fairly deep right field. DeVore is over. And so is the at-bat from McLean. That's 3 away. That'll do it for Cincinnati. No runs on 1 hit. No score. The Giants will get a try in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Myers, Merkel, and Murray to bat next. Myers will get it started for the Giants. He bats right. Known to whack that ball pretty well. Myers settles himself in the box. Gasper focuses in on the target. To the plate. Slash to right. It's in there. Bates fields it. Myers starts for second, but he's quickly back as the throw comes in to Downey. Single for Myers. Well, Myers on at first. Merkel the hit. He gets his share of hits. Swift-footed Myers at first. Gasper will go to work on him. The pitch from Gasper. Pop foul behind first. Habretzel drifts over near the stands. He reaches into the crowd. It's out of play. Strike 1. Merkel ready to take on Gasper again. Gasper prepared to work. Gasper cranks it up. A big fly to left. Bescher backpedals. Still drifting back. Look out now. It's out of here. Bescher thought he had a play, but the ball carried just beyond his reach. Home run for Brent. And 2 runs scored. So Merkel has his first homer of the season. Clubbed in his very first at-bat. The Giants have their first 2 runs, and the Giants go ahead by 2-0. 2nd inning. No one out. 2nd inning. Murray is out to take his hacks. A very steady hitter. Murray gets in there. McLean crouched down now. Gasper fires it in. Murray skies it to center. Should be routine. Mitchell roams over for it and records the putout. 1 away. DeVore getting ready to go. A sure hitter. Gasper focuses in on the target. Gasper to the wind. Swung on. Hot smash to Egan. Just out of reach. And DeVore is aboard with a single. Okay, Bridwell walks up. He bats left. The Giants have one away. Runner on first. Capable of some fine hitting. On at first. Josh with dazzling speed. Gasper now set. He comes home. Taken. DeVore breaks hard for second base. Here's a peg from McLean. The play at second. And he slides in safely. That's his first steal of the season. So Bridwell steps back in. Gasper prepares to come home. Gasper looks back at DeVore on second. The pitch. Bridwell hits a frozen rope. Straightaway center. Right there is Mitchell. And he gloves it for the putout. DeVore held up, and now he tags. But they'll hold him there as the throw comes in. Two down, second inning, one on. Mathewson walks up. Christie taking his first at bat of the season. Mathewson takes his stance. Catcher ready. Speedy DeVore edging toward third. Gasper deals. Breaking ball. Bounce past Gasper. Downey is over. Makes a pickup. Throws quickly. And that's out number 3. The line for the Giants. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. They leave 1. So they move in front. The score now stands 2-0 Giants as we head for the top of the third inning. Bottom of the lineup, Egan, Grant, and Gasper coming up. To get it going, Egan. A trusty bat. Egan takes his stance. Catcher ready. Mathewson comes to him. Lined hard to right, toward the gap. DeVore cuts it off on the bounce. Egan has to hold first. Next batter, Grant. Likely to be bewildered by Mathewson. Mathewson prepared to work. The pitch. One hopper back to the mound. Mathewson up with it. Throws to first in time for the out. Egan moves to second on the play. Notch 1. Next to bat for Cincinnati is Gasper from the right. Egan on second, 1 out. Harry taking his first at bat of the season. Right-handed Mathewson goes to the set position. Infield playing in a few paces. Egan now with an aggressive lead. Mathewson cranks it up. Gasper squares. It's popped up. Merkel's in and makes the catch. Fires to second. Egan gets back in time. Okay, 2 gone. Egan on at second for Cincinnati. We have Bescher to bat for the Reds. He'll bat from the left this time. Bob is their leadoff man. Pitcher Mathewson eyeing Bescher. Now he's ready. Egan stretches his lead off second. Mathewson over the offering. Bescher strokes it sharply toward short. Bridwell into the hole. And he boots it. No play anywhere. Egan will make third. And Bescher is on at first. That should be an error on Bridwell. And it is E6. It's now the port side swinger, Bates, to the bat. Reds with 2 on, first and third. 2 down. Now Mathewson ready. To the plate. Bates turns the bat loose, but comes up empty. He's out of there. That's 3 away. That'll do it for Cincinnati. No runs on 1 hit. The Giants made an error. 2 men left on base. An opportunity wasted. Giants still leading by 2, and we'll go to the home half. The Reds will face the top of the order here in the third. Snodgrass, Devlin, and Doyle. Here's Snodgrass to lead it off. He's a right-handed batter. Gasper prepared to work. The pitch. Swing and little looper. Shortstop Downey might have a play. Running back. He twists and reaches, but it drops just beyond his glove. Bescher gets it back in. Snodgrass checks in at first for the single. Snodgrass on at first. New York now sends Devlin to bat. Super speed down at first. Gasper gets set to work on him. Gasper into his motion. Delivers. Chopper back to the mound. Gasper gloves it. He flips to Abretzel at first for the out. Snodgrass moves to second on the play. Notch one. All right, one gone. Runner on second for New York. Here's Doyle. Doyle waiting. Bat stirring slightly. Gasper gets set to pitch. Speedy Snodgrass edging toward third. The pitch. Slow bounder to the right side. Gasper dives. And he's got it. On his knees. The throw to first. Not in time. Doyle beats it out. Snodgrass hustles over to third. Now Myers to face Gasper. That's right. He's their cleanup hitter. Giants with runners at the corners. One away. Very tough to strike out. The hitter stands in. Gasper looking home. Doyle going with a pitch. He brings it home. Lofted to left. Bescher moves under it, and he takes it in. Doyle is headed back to first. Snodgrass is tagging. Snodgrass is headed home. Here comes the throw, and he's safe easily. Myers picks up a sac fly and an RBI. Doyle retreats and holds first. This ball game now 3-0. Merkel is the next hitter. Pitcher Gasper set to go. The offering from Gasper. Big swing, but he got under it. Center fielder Mitchell drifts back. This should do it. He brings it down, and the side is retired. That'll do it for New York. A run on 2 hits. 1 left. They add a little padding. Giants stop 3-0. New York will now face the heart of the Reds lineup. Mitchell, Abretzel, and Downey coming up. All right. Here's Mitchell to lead it off. He bats right. Myers ready to receive. The pitch. Cut on. Whack to center field. Base hit. Snodgrass is there. Throws it in. And Mitchell is aboard with a single. Mitchell on first. Right-handed batter Abretzel now walks out to bat. Batter waits. Mathewson prepared to work. Now he comes home with it. Routine fly ball, center field. Snodgrass backs, and he takes it in. 1 down. Mitchell is tagging, but the coach holds him at first. Downey advancing to the bat. 1 out. Mitchell on at first for Cincinnati. Myers set. First baseman Merkel is on the bag. Mitchell with a substantial lead. The pitch. Check swing. Strike 3. 2 away. Next batter, McLean. He stands in. Now Mathewson ready. The pitch. Jammed him. It's pushed towards second. Doyle feels it. Oh, trouble getting it out of his glove. Now he flips to Merkel. For the out, that's 3 away. The line for the Reds. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. After 3.5, it's still 3-0. Giants. Murray, DeVore, and Bridwell to bat next. Murray to lead it off for the Giants. That's right. Red waits. Gasper gets set to pitch. Gasper kicks and deals. Popped up to the right side. Abretzel looking up. Waiting. Puts it away. 1 away. DeVore walking up the bat. Pitcher Gasper eyeing DeVore. Now he's ready. To the plate. He goes the other way. Blooper to left center. Toward the gap. Mitchell runs in on it. Downey is backing up. It drops in, and DeVore is on at first with a base hit. Gosh, with his second hit in this game. Now at bat, Bridwell. In the box now. Right-hander Gasper ready. The pitch. Swung on, and it's pulled hard to right. Bates will play it on the hop. DeVore is around second. They're waving him on. Here comes the throw. Here's a play at third, and he's just safe under the tag. A pair of singles for New York. Pitcher Mathewson up, hitting ninth. For New York, runners at first and third. 1 away. Gasper looking in at the target. Infield looking for the bunt. DeVore at third with his arms out, crouched, and a pitch. Lined hard to left. Bescher is racing back, still running. He's there and brings it down. DeVore is tagging. DeVore is headed home. DeVore scores as the throw comes in. Bridwell holds it first. And New York increases its lead. It's now 4-0 ball game. Now coming to bat for the Giants. Snodgrass. Snodgrass waits. McLean ready to receive. Now Gasper pitches. Low, and Bridwell is stealing. McLean gets rid of it quickly. The slide. The ump signals safe. That's his first steal of the season for New York. Their second stolen base in this game. So Snodgrass steps back in. Gasper set. The offering to Snodgrass. Swung on, bounced toward the mound. Gasper knocks it down. Now he has it. He goes to first for the third out. The line for the Giants. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1. They add a little padding. Giants stop 4-0. The Reds will send out the bottom of the lineup. Egan, Grant, and Gasper. Here's Egan to lead it off. Egan, a fair hitter. Egan steps up to the plate. Mathewson looking home. The pitch. A bouncer back of second, fielded by Doyle. He throws in time, 1 away. Grant to face Mathewson. He stands in. Catcher ready. Mathewson brings it to the plate. Swung on, routine fly to left field. Murray drifts over. He's under it. No trouble. And he covers it, and that's out number 2. Reds hitter Gasper. Myers crouched down now. Reds. Skipper McCoy walking down the bench. McCoy is taking pitcher Gasper out of the game. He's sending back to the plate. Matt's left. He breaks off a willow branch. Heads out. So Gasper goes 4 innings. He leaves with 4 runs on 7 hits. A homer. He stands to lose it unless the Reds can make up the 4-run deficit. Beck coming up. Mathewson is ready to fire it in. The offering. That's batted to the right side. Merkel feels it. And he beats Beck to first. 3 away. So the Reds go quietly. Giants still with a 4-run lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The new pitcher will face the Giants. Artillery, Devlin, Doyle, and Myers. Benton is coming on in relief for Cincinnati. For Benton, this is his first appearance. He's a southpaw. He'll try to hold him to let the Reds get back in it. Devlin leading it off. Arch has been a reliable hitter. Benton takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Benton looking home. Now he comes home with it. High fly ball to left. Bescher drifts over toward the line. He's under it. And makes the catch. 1 down. Next batter, Doyle. Doyle, recently known as a solid hitter. Doyle in the box. Benton prepared to work. He cranks and fires. Grounded hard wide of third. Grant just reaches it. Over to first. In time for the out. 2 away. Now coming up, Myers. Benton will go to work on him. And now the pitch. Howard into left field. Bescher won't get to it. Myers headed for second. Here's Bescher's throw. And he nails him. Good throw. 3 away. Score without a single for Myers. The line for the Giants. No runs on 1 hit. They cannot add to their lead. The score is still 4-0, New York, as we go to the top of the 6th inning. The Giants will face the top of the order here in the 6th. Bescher, Bates, and Mitchell. Bescher will start the 6th. Capable of some fine hitting. Mathewson poised. The pitch from Mathewson. Just off the corner, a base on balls. And that's the first walk issued by Mathewson. That was Bescher's first walk of the season. Bates is now up. Bates now ready. Mathewson comes set. They're holding Bescher. But he's well off the bag. Mathewson comes home. Swung on. Popped up. Devlin moves toward the line. He's under it. And he makes the catch. Reds hitter Mitchell. Myers ready to receive. He lets it go. Swung on, hit the Murray in deep left. He's after it. Plenty of room. And he hauls it in. 2 away. Bescher is at second. He'll go back to first. Reds hitter Abretzel. Catcher Myers sets his target. The delivery from Mathewson. Swung on, grounded hard to short. He knocks it down. He's up with it. Fires to first. And gets him by a step to retire the side. For the Reds, no runs on no hits. There were no errors. 1 left They had a chance but could not convert. The score is still 4-0, New York, as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Merkel, Murray, and DeVore to bat next. Merkel starts it for the Giants. Benton prepared to work. The offering to Merkel. Merkel hits one high. Hard right field. But it won't be enough. Bates covers it. That had chances for Red. One down. Giants hitter Murray. A sure hitter. Batter facing Benton. Benton gets set to pitch. He lets it go. He pulled a string. Strike 3 call. 2 away. DeVore, bat in hand. McLean sets up. To the plate. Off-balance swing. Missed. 3 down. So the Giants are retired in order. The score still 4-0. Giants leading. The Reds will have Downey, McLean, and Egan here in the 7th. Downey will start the 7th. Downey can get on for you. Mathewson looking home. The pitch. Downey breaks his bat. The barrel helicopters out toward short. The ball pops over second into shallow right. It's a base hit. And Bridwell feels what's left of the lumber. Second hit for Downey in the game. McLean to face Mathewson. Now Mathewson ready. They're holding Downey. But he's well off the bag. Now he comes home with it. Swung on. He goes the other way. Base hit right field. DeVore will play it on the hop. Downey is around second. But the coach flashes the stop sign. He'll stop there. As the throw comes in, the Reds put 2 singles back to back. The next Reds batter is Egan, right-hander. For Cincinnati, runners at first and second. No one out. A steady hitter. Egan gets in there. Pitcher Mathewson eyeing Egan. Now he's ready. Mathewson with the pitch. Routine fly ball to right. DeVore moves under it and brings it down. Both runners are tagging. The coach is waving him to third. He's throwing to third. And the runners in standing. McLean retreats and holds first. Reds with 2 on, second base is open. 1 away. The top of the 7th inning. Here's Grant. Eddie does not get extra base hits. Grant settles himself in the box. Mathewson poised. Infield is back. Downey takes his lead at third. He wheels and deals. Driven to right. DeVore gallops for it. Short of the warning track. Reaches up and brings it down. And he gets rid of the ball desperately. Downey is tagging. They're waving Downey in. Here comes the throw. And he's safe easily. Grant picks up a sac fly and an RBI. McLean retreats and holds first. The Reds are on the board. Score 4-1. Benton getting ready to go. Rube taking his first at bat of the season. Mathewson poised. Reds manager McCoy looking at his score sheet. You can mark pitcher Benton out for the Reds. McCoy not letting him bat. Severide will bat in his place. That's right. He shoulders the bat. Heads out. So Benton goes 2 innings. The game for Benton. No runs on 1 hit. Severide walking up the bat. Hank can hit. Mathewson staring in, ready to work. The pitch. Fly ball, left center. Not too deep. Murray coming on. Reaches out. Can't get it. It bounds away from him. He's after it. McLean is around third. They're waving him in. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate. And McLean's out. Just missed getting in. Go to town, Giants. They cut off the run. The coach was waving him on with 2 outs. McLean just doesn't have the wheel. For the Reds, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They leave 1. They score, but still trail by 3. Giants up 4-1. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch.
Take me up to the ball game. Take me up to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back on it. Root for the home team. They don't win, it's a shame. Well, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you out of the old ball game.
For New York, here in the 7th, Redwell, Mathewson, and Snodgrass. McQuillan is coming on in relief for Cincinnati. For McQuillan, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. Redwell leading it off. Al can be dangerous. McQuillan is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. McQuillan looking home. He comes home. It's roped hard to right. Bates races to the line. He dives for it. It looks like a trap. Redwell's headed for second. The ump signals hit. He trapped it. And Redwell cruises into second. For New York, Redwell down at second. Nobody out. It's now Mathewson to bat. He swings from the right side. McLean sets up. Infield looking for the bunt. McQuillan deals right down the middle. Strike 3. 1 down. Snodgrass comes out to face McQuillan. Bats right. The Giants have 1 down. Redwell on at second. He has a single already. Fred can hit. The batter stands in. Pitcher McQuillan set to go. He delivers. A hot grounder down the line. Grant dives. It skips by him. Fair ball. Rolling into the corner. Redwell is around third. He'll score. Bescher tracks it down. And they're lucky to hold Snodgrass to a double. So the double scores 1, and the Giants now lead 5-1, and that's the Giants' 10th hit. Now at bat, Devlin. Arch has been a reliable hitter. Devlin gets in there. Now McQuillan ready. Snodgrass moves another step away from second. McQuillan now. And it nails him on the shoulder. The umpire's calling time. The trainer's out. Devlin, he's on his feet. It doesn't look good. Devlin has some choice words from McQuillan. He's still yelling as he enters the dugout. He may be lost to the Giants for a long time. The report from the clubhouse. Devlin, injured for 10 days. McQuillan will go to work on him. Giants manager McGraw looking at his score sheet. Devlin is injured. Who are you going to call? McGraw will hustle Fletcher out to run for him. We'll have to see if he stays in the game. He has excellent speed. McGraw checks. McCoy the move. Doyle to face McQuillan. Doyle is 1 for 3. Now McQuillan ready. McQuillan over the offering. Slow chopper toward Downey. He charges it. Scoops it. No play at second. Goes to first for the out, and the runners advance. Now coming up, Myers. Watch out with Chief at the plate. McLean sets up. McQuillan kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. Side retired. For the Giants, a run on 2. Hits. They leave 2. They add a little padding. The score is 5-1 as we go to the top of the 8th inning. With the head of the order for the Reds, Mathewson will face Bescher, Bates, and Mitchell. Fletcher, he goes to third base for the Giants. Bescher to lead it off. Bescher has patience. Pitcher Mathewson set to go. Mathewson deals. That's high and deep by Bescher. Snodgrass is on the run. On the run. It's starting to tail away from him. He makes a catch. He stayed with it beautifully. 1 down. Bates walking up the bat. Johnny can get on. Mathewson is ready to fire it in. Here's the delivery. Routine grounder to second. Doyle scoops it, flips to first, and that's the second out. Mitchell getting ready to go. Mathewson ready. And now the pitch. Just over the knees, the plate up, thumbs him out. That's 3 away. So the Reds go down 1-2-3. The score still stands 5-1. Giants as we head for the bottom of the 8th inning. For New York, here in the 8th, Merkel, Murray, and DeVore. Here's Merkel to lead it off. McLean crouched down now. McQuillan with the pitch. Stroked solidly to left field. Bescher is right there and hauls it in. 1 away. Murray up there. Red ready. Catcher McLean sets his target. The pitch. Breaking ball. Ball 4. And Murray shots down to first. That was Murray's first walk of the season. DeVore walking up the bat. DeVore waits. McQuillan will go to work on him. The pitch. Swung on. It's a nubber to the left of the mound. McQuillan scoops it up, fires to second. Then he gets him, and DeVore is on at first. That's out number 2. Bridwell is up next. McQuillan now set. They're holding DeVore. But he's well off the bag. The pitch, low and away. Now DeVore is sprinting toward second. The throw, safe. McLean got rid of that ball in a hurry. DeVore stole it on McQuillan. That's his second steal of the season, and that's the Giants' third stolen base in this game. So Bridwell will get back in there. Right-handed McQuillan goes to the set position. DeVore stretches his lead off second. The pitch, fastball, high, free pass to Bridwell. And Al takes first. That was Bridwell's first walk of the season. Next batter, Mathewson. And here comes Reds manager McCoy again. He's asking McQuillan for the ball. In from the bullpen is Compton, the right-hander. So McQuillan goes an inning and 2/3 in relief. His line, 1 earned run so far on 2 hits. Walk 2. He fans 2. He's responsible for the runners. For Compton, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. He's looking for 1 out. Compton takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Batter ready. Compton will go to work on him. The runners take their lead. Now he comes home with it. Mathewson hits a P past the diving Abretzel just inside the bag. It's rolling. Bates will have to play it near the corner. DeVore scores. Bridwell is around third. They're waving Bridwell in. Downey will relay. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate. And he's safe easily. And Mathewson holds with a double. So the double scores 2. That was pitcher Mathewson who delivered. And the Giants take a big lead, 7-1. Giants hitter Snodgrass. Right-hander Compton ready. The pitch. Snodgrass hits a frozen rope straightaway center. Right there is Mitchell. And he gloves it for the putout. Side retired. For the Giants, 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors. So the ship is sailing, and the Reds are not aboard. Giants leading by 6, 7-1. For Cincinnati, here in the 9th, Abretzel, Downey, and McLean. To get it going, Abretzel. Only a miracle will do here. Now Mathewson, ready. He lets one go. Abretzel laces it into the gap in right. It's a tweener to the wall. And Abretzel pulls into second base standing up. Here's Downey coming to the plate. Batter up. Myers sets up. Abretzel moves another step away from second. He's on with a leadoff double. The pitch. It's lifted high to shallow left. Bridwell is drifting back, and he's got it. And there's one away. McLean is the next hitter. Mathewson looking in at the target. Abretzel edges a bit more off second. Mathewson brings it to the plate, paints the black. Strike 3 call. 2 gone. Next batter, Egan. Batter ready. Myers crouched down now. Abretzel edges a bit more off second. The pitch, right by him, and that's it. The Giants have closed this one out, spurred on by the disciplined leadership of McGraw. In the end, it was a slaughter. Here's the line for the Giants. 7 runs on 11 hits, 1 miscue for the Giants. They lead 6. For the Reds, a run on 7 hits, no errors, and they leave 6. Mathewson gets his first win. Gasper takes his first loss. So the Giants gain a step for the Giants. Overall, they now stand at 1-0. That's it for this time. Until next time, Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from New York. Giants take this one from the Reds, 7-1.
Guys, thanks very much for coming in tonight for a doubleheader. The McGraw League was game number 1, and then this one. So another slaughter. Going to be excited, though, to see some other great pitchers coming up in this league, great players, and all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and make sure this is saved. Yep, it's fine. So let's just exit. So my thanks to Cousin Ken Castro, to Bart Ewing for coming in. Our Red Sox van visited for a while. Always nice to see Alan here. It's a small group of hardcores tonight, and it's all good. It's all good. So, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you around the batting cage.